HFN. I mean, it still fits with that identity, the game plan that we were talking about in Game 1 loss. And here we are, Game 3 between Infinity and NoPing going the distance. A couple of quick outdrafts and quick games earlier on, but we'll see whether this one can take us to the Sunsfan period. A 50-60 minute match that he always longs for. Get to those later Tier 5 items. Sand King's also a bit of an unusual pick, but again, the offlane pool was diminished pretty heavily by all the bans. Awesome. Hopefully this time around does get an earlier blink dagger than previously.
Ooh, Panda Boo, he blocked the small camp, stopping PP from accelerating this farm by killing the wave and going there.
And he did it without being noticed too.
Yeah, he did. He just walked in there and got it done. And Dark Mago, he's a Kunkka player, so he knows exactly what Kunkka needs to be able to have a good game.
Well, PP playing games again. Underadar Observer Ward shows he doesn't have a ward himself. Goes back and picks it up. We'll find out where he decides to place it down. And NoPing yet again guarding their mid lane to make sure that Radiant Vision will be limited in the early stages. And top runes should belong to Infinity. Next in Sand King.
I just realized as well, that's actually a position 5 Nyx Assassin. And position 4 Hoodwink.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense, right? You got the melee +5 with the Dusa. Instead of having double ranged bottom lane, and top lane is a bit more balanced. I guess that's why my brain wasn't thinking about the Sand King hero, because I was thinking the Nyx is going to be the 4. It's very rare that you see a position 5 Nyx, because the hero just needs so much XP. And he already has a hard time getting items because it doesn't really farm fast. So as a 5, you're not only you're buying sentries and you're going to be low on XP, it's going to be hard for you to have good impact.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he's going to feed a bit down bottom. Oh, it's a good 2-man stun to start off your lane.
That's so nice.
Double impale, double snake. Matthew and Oscar taking a beating from Burner and Sexy Yogi there. Well, my worries have been halted with a good early play.
Nyx also has so much HP regen as well, so he's able to soak up a lot of that damage right now while Dusa just farms. The wave gonna go back into him. They're gonna be happy with that. Top lane, big wave going into Arson soon, having to use a healing salve very early, but that's okay, because as long as you're able to farm this, they're gonna be happy with it.
Yeah, and Pamplona, they're gonna be
almost sentries killed. Wow.
Yeah. Kills
2 for 1 special.
With 1. Beautiful. Arctic Burn a bit annoying, but Arson has the Sandstorm. No reveal for the Dire team either. So a ton of free farm, and yeah, Pamplona sitting off to the side. Trying to give some of that extra experience off to the Sand King. Secure some last hits on the tower, but HFN gets the deny.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
HFN being so annoying. They've already got 6 denies between HFN and Panda Boo there. Gonna hurt Sand King. That's his first last hit on ours, and it feels bad, man.
Oh wow. From that massive double wave, right? That's gonna feel atrocious for him.
And it's so important, like the tempo of your game, where the first waves you're getting good last hits and not getting too many of your creeps denied. Double range doing lots of work for NoPing right now.
Especially when that first minute and a half is all about ferrying a salve, a mango, a fairy fire, right? You need that early last hit potential just to keep the sustain coming into your lane so you can actually get the next wave. Pamplona, still just trying to keep Panda Boo at bay, hold off that Winter Wyvern. Double ranged against this Sand King feels pretty bad for Arson. That's down bottom. It looks like Matthew and Sexy Yogi having a battle between the two of them. Nyx Assassin with a few stick charges up his sleeve. Tries to contest the pull, but well done by Matthew and Oscar. As the Tide Hunter just holds out in front of the wave as it does get pulled. They might even be able to go here onto the Nyx. Leap forces the stick. He's got Carapace as well. And he's holding on to it. No arrow's going to come. There's no mana for Matthew. But there's the Carapace, and Sexy Yogi's going to have to walk the long journey back to Fountain.
Yeah, he wants mana, even though he does have a healing self. He needs that mana badly right now, and this will give Dusa a lot of solo XP too. So Berna, he's very happy with the situation. Nyx has done his job of providing free farm. all things considered, safe lane. Very nice.
Yeah,
How's
victory
mid
for them.
looking? We haven't looked at them at all. There's a lot of right clicking. What was our theory again? Gary?
Melee versus melee, boring. Melee
Yeah.
versus ranged, boring. Ranged versus ranged, interesting.
Yep. No, very rare you get to see any solo kills these days.
Dire's
In these
structures are
situations.
fortified.
Those guys just have so much HP and armor and just the protection of the tower. Arzen! Arzen! Oh no, buddy! Oh
dear.
no! Pandabu doesn't steal it either, so that's a first blood for HFN. That means his Midas timing, if he decides to go for it, is gonna be so much faster. So not only did he have free farm, he also got a first blood.
That's a lot of money for HFN. I mean, yeah, what's his net worth at? 2,400? He's already a good 200 ahead of the Medusa. There's a few CS more than him.
Yeah, HFN is pissed after game 1. It's like, I ain't having any of this. Stop picking me Lifestealer. Let me
No
play
more
a
messing
real
around.
carry.
Let me put the weight of the world on
Arzen
my
is
shoulders.
struggling. My
Right.
god.
Luckily, he's
Just
got a
back
creep
into
wave
lane two.
coming. His raindrops are being popped. He's got to salve himself up. He's got stick
He
charges,
just bought
sure,
it too. Yeah, HFN is out of mana though. That's a one good thing for Arzen. Spam so many skills, he's out of mana now.
but Dark Margot. Oh, X-Mark Torrent. PP going for this. He's got another Tidebringer and a sack and Sexy Yogi. Oh, they're not going to catch him, are they? Dark Margot's too speedy on the Tiny. 340 move speed. Gets away from the Kunkka.
Do you really expect 2 melee guys mid, one of them to die, Gary?
I didn't expect it, but it looked like it might be getting close.
It's always like that, isn't it? They're always flirting with their HP, you know, trying to maximize everything. These cool guy mid lane players.
Nyx
see
Assassin
Matthew
comes in. He's like, I'm going to help out too.
Yeah, they're just out
He
there.
wants to help out top lane now. I mean, Pamplona.
Oh, stacked it.
Schwack, stun, but stacked and overlapped. And now Arzent dusted. Arctic Burn turn onto the Sand King. And it looks like even through the one charges, he'll die. Pamplona now chased down by Dark Margot. He's got the Tombo. Toss her up into the air, and Hoodwick slapped down with a thump to the ground. 2 pretty big kills there with a rotation of Tiny helping out. And yeah, Arc Warden Midas coming up in just a couple of minutes now.
Very natural rotation for Dark Mago as he was already healing in the base. And this Sand King looks so freaking sad. Look at his build. Just level 3, 2 levels in Sandstorm,
Oh,
1
no.
Caustic, no stun.
His item
And they're
build as
trying to run
well.
at top.
Windlace, Quilling, Ring of Protection, Ring of Regen. He's a charity shop. He's a thrift
They're-
store.
I mean, they're trying to put some pressure up top on HFN too, but these 3 heroes, it's like bringing knives to a gunfight.
Yeah, they can kill Panda Boot. The Wyvern, they're going to be pretty happy to trade his life for the safety of the Arc Warden. The fact that Arc Warden's stat gain is pretty hefty as well. Every level you give HFN, he's getting tankier and tankier. They're going to try this?
And he's gonna
Good
get out.
TP out.
Yeah, he realizes PP is rotating top. They made the call that the Kunkka was walking towards there. And they're just gonna go bottom with the Arc Warden. Continue on with this free farm. He's gonna have Midas in a few hundred gold. And top tower will die. I hope they give Arzen this lane though, because he needs it desperately. Wait, it's not even done yet. Oscar is here to defend the tower.
They want to defend this. Yeah, they're bringing numbers here. Panda Boo, with the help of the Ravage from Oscar, Arrow sets up onto PP's Kunkka, Starstorm, and doesn't kill off the Sand King. Arzen's still alive until
Where's the
Dark
boat?
Margot takes him down, and PP with no boat falls under the tier 1 tower, beautifully defended by NoPing, and Sexy Yogi going to be the 3rd hero they hit hard here. Another Starstorm from Matthew. Good 2-man stun, but Panda Boo comes out with a double.
Yeah, I mean, the Kunkka's strong and he went top to make a rotation, but everybody else on Infinity's team, apart from the Dusa, is like a position 5 in this game right now. They don't provide anything because they're so underleveled and underformed. The Sand King doesn't even have boots. Like, it's flying out right now. Yeah. It's not
And there's
good.
your Midas.
Dire's middle tower
8
is
minutes
under
in
attack.
with double wraith bands. Very good timing. He's also got
What's a
the
shovel?
Shovel.
Free bounty rune and Arzen dying up top. Panda Boo scurrying around through the trees. Dark Mugger with these phase boots and double damage though. He's got another Tombo. Can't scout out the target he wanted. He's looking for anyone lurking there. It looks like they'll try and aim towards the tier 1 tower. It really has been very, very clean from NoPing so far. Ancient stacked, the defending triangle. They know that Kunkka rotated in. Good high ground observer from the Radiant though, sees them all moving. I guess we do have the Deucer, you know, level 9, top of the CS, top of the net worth by about 100, even against this minus Arc Warden. And they find a catch out onto Pandaboo mid. A kill's the kill, but yeah, transferring it into something bigger is yet to come for Infinity. They still need levels.
Yeah, they just need to chill out. Play on the farm. You know, your Dusa's still got free farm going. She's doing all right. Sankey just needs to catch up a little bit. They might have just over-rotated onto top lane on Infinity and lost their Kunkka plus some. But if they start to just, you know, slow the game down, play for your levels, they're going to be okay on Infinity. The gold lead is not even big. It's just 1,000 right now. It was a little bit more earlier, but now that they've decided to just farm, it's looking better for Infinity.
Yeah, chill out a bit. Hit your timing later on. 20 minutes in, Medusa's going to come out feeling pretty happy.
Got the ancient stacks as well right now. Oh, delicious illusion rune. Just take it. Don't give it to your Kunkka, just take it.
Go. Hit creeps.
Go farm, yeah. Let's get those ancients.
Delicious, delicious ancient camp. It doesn't really look like NoPing can go and contest that right now. They are grouping up mid as if they want to. No level 6 on Wyvern though, and they'll just try and move towards PP instead. Their own catapult alive. Take down the Radiant one. Yeah, they even cold embrace it up as PP misses out on the torrent. HFN is a little isolated though. This could be a huge pick-off if they can land the catch onto HFN, but Moonlight Shadow and no reveal.
No,
They've got Sentry.
They don't have it.
That's an Obs Ward. That's an Obs Ward. They don't have reveal.
They don't
the
have
boat.
it.
No,
Kunkka.
no finishing touch. Oh, HFN survives by the skin of his teeth, and look at who's arrived now. Oscar Pandaboo looking for PP. Gush into Ravage. Catch out the Kunkka. PP down half HP and Dark Marga with a combo. Sexy Yogi still survives through it, but the Kunkka focus down. HFN so close to death, turns it around, picks off the mid laner, and Nyx Assassin follows him into the grave.
That's such a huge momentum shifting play right there. Just one Moonlight saving your Arc Ward, and then you end up losing your Kunkka and your Nyx Assassin when you were the ones making the first play there. Oh man.
I had that moment of hope when I clicked on the Hoodwink and I saw the ward being shifted from backpack to Sentry. I was like, it's a Sentry? No! It's an Observer Ward.
So sad.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And there was a courier coming out for the Nyx Assassin too with the Sentry. It was just too late. That was such a big Arc Warding kill too. He was the highest net worth. Yeah, Dusa has taken over though right now.
They're trying on Dark Margo top. They've got a lot of damage. They might just have him, you know. Dark Margo dead. I mean, Arsen under tower. He'll be happy with that. He'll die any day of the week to kill off that Tiny.
Exactly. I mean, at this stage in the game, Arsen is just like a position 4. He just wants to get to his dagger so he can have some initiation for his team. PP going for... Wait, he was going for armor, but now he's changed his mind. BKB first item. That's his choice now on the Kunkka.
So that's really just a rally around the Medusa item, right? Really make sure that you hit your stride in about 3-4 minutes.
Also be able to stand toe-to-toe with the Tidehunter.
Very good carapace. Ticking him down, but not enough to kill. 20 HP on Yogi. The fact Arc Warden survived there. Now we've got Maelstrom. On top of that, Hand of Midas. HFN has this full lane to farm out. While Matthew plays that forward roll again, scouting anybody. Obs Ward on Obs Ward, so that's going to get scouted by Infinity. Tiny also in that position where he needs his Blink Dagger. About 200 gold away from it.
So, I have a question for you, Gary. Having casted the Major, do you feel like the tempo of the Major is just so much more different than these like SA games
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, it like the biggest shift I noticed really was the like the idea that you don't want to give the explanation that still fails me, but you don't want to necessarily give your position 1 carry free farm or tempo early. Like you aim to have their tempo hit later on, and you want your DKs, your Darkseers, your Kunkka mid laner. You want them to have a good lane. Oh, they're catching, they're killing. Arzen, TP in, tossed, and he's gonna die.
Nyx as well, getting caught out here.
Oh, they got the Winter's Curse into all these spark rates. Yeah, Sexy Yogi, 2 quick picks for NoPing and no response out from Infinity. But yeah, the idea that you want to give early momentum to your early momentum teams was like very much apparent at the major. Whereas we'd seen teams, try in SADPC we talked about it a little bit, right? Trying to win 3 lanes when you should be aiming to win, 1 or 2 convincingly, instead of losing out on a number of lanes, spreading yourselves too thin. There's Oscar just going to ravage the Medusa. Toss back the boat torrent going in, crashing onto Dark Margo and Oscar. Burner with the Stone Gaze holds them away. Maybe a turnaround play for Infinity around this. Do so because Dark Margo is being pummeled by this DD Kunkka. Tiny down and Matthew trying to Starstorm. Yeah, we're fine on Burner. Medusa's going to survive. Matthew X Mark dragged into the torrent again, and PPDD going to work. Can't finish off Matthew just yet, but they kill Tiny without losing anybody.
Yeah, and they also use a Ravage here. Like, it's so questionable just to Ravage a full mana, full HP Medusa. I know you got the toss back play, but the Stone Gaze was still off cooldown. Like, it's such an incredible spell for Medusa to be able to get away with. Sexy Yogi. Does he want Matthew? Can he do it? No, he can't. It's only a level 2. Oh, no. Hey.
That's a good stun from Arzen, though. And with Hoodwink lining up the sharpshooter, Pandaboo dusts back onto the Sand King. The bushwhack from Pamplona finishes it off. And PP claims the tower mid lane. Well, you're talking about the swing of momentum there in that bottom spot for HFN to survive, but this last minute and a half, it's been huge for Infinity.
Yeah, that Tidehunter Ravage being on cooldown, NoPing have been a little bit lost as their next play on the map is, and just losing the 2 supports. They do get the Sand King kill though, and they're not able to take over the Ancients area of NoPing. But that's okay. Dusa continues to farm, just 500 gold ahead of the Arc Warden. So this game is gonna come down to which carry dies first, Gary. That's what it is. Because whichever carry dies first, the other carry is gonna get 1,000 gold ahead instantly.
It's funny because I was just about to ask you. The way this has been happening is that Medusa right now is able to fight, right? She's farmed and she's fight ready. When is Arc Warden at the same point? Could he fight now? Does he have to wait for a BKB? Does he get a Hurricane play?
Arc Warden is based off of enemy map position. He wants to just split push and get people split up on the map and then take fights that are more favorable in numbers for you.
So Sexy Yogi under the sentry. Unfortunate for him. Ravage ready in 10 seconds, and they've got a Blink Dagger for Oscar here. He just jumps in and smashes with the anchor, but PP drags the Tiny back into this epicenter stun, but the Cold Embrace, the heal on Dark Margo, buys him a bit of time, but not enough. The double... The BKB Kunkka onto that Pandaboo Wyvern. I mean, he gets a curse on the Pamplona, but Hoodwink is fine. Pamplona survives. Finally, HFN picks up a kill in the back with his clone coming out, but PP's found the real one. They need the Ravage from Oscar just to save HFN. PP's Kunkka trapped between HFN and Matthew, though, and another Tombo. Dark Margo catching Burner, but no more stuns means a TP home will get her out safely.
Oh, Dark Margo, that buyback. I mean, he had to do it though. He had to, because that fight was going to be very long. He just wanted to get back in there. Hoodwink. That's a dieback from him.
Another one.
Where's the 496 voice line?
No one's got it, apparently. If RTW was in the game, he'd be dropping it double.
That dieback.
Pretty important now. I mean, a blink stun from Arzen, but then what? Sentry's dropped and the avalanche toss. Combo onto Sand King. He's just dead.
But then feed. Oh man, Arzen. Not only did he have a bad game, but he's making some poor decisions as to when to go in and out here. Burna's like, guys, please stop dying. Stop throwing the game. I'm so farmed. Oh, top lane, HFN.
Yeah, PP, he's on HFN.
Yeah, next market 3.
Oh, they can't find him. He's got boots of travel.
No
He's duped him. And Oscar's here to save him, and we've seen this now. HFN a couple of times has the backup of his team. They know exactly what they need to do to win this game, and it is defend Arc Warden at all costs. PP with a BKB. Oh, is he surviving here? He gets a Tidebringer back onto the Tide Hunter. Revenge claimed by PP, and Dark Margot should be able to slip away from the next assassin. And NoPing resetting.
Man, they would have loved to have got that HFN kill. That's like the third time where HFN just gets away. One bottom, once in the middle tier 1 area. They felt like that was the fight for them, but the Titan to Ravage kind of bought enough time for HFN to reposition himself, and now top lane too. He's just so slippery on this guy. And that's what makes him such an amazing player, because it looks like he's out of position, but most of the time he's kind of baiting too.
A selfless act.
Drawing them in. Oh, that
Arrow
arrow was
onto
almost
Musa.
beautiful. Wait, I would say it's almost beautiful. It nearly clips the Hoodwink, but it catches Medusa in the back. Spark Grace coming. Sanking reinitiates onto Matthew, but we've got 2 leaps at the ready. And he's holding out, waiting, but a good stun from Sexy Yogi makes sure the torrent lands. Dark Margot is always there, though, to lend a helping hand to the Matthew Marana.
Oh, you got that ward on the high ground too that was watching the Sanking. I was thinking maybe Arzen should have went in with the epi play off the X mark, but I guess the ward would have made it really hard for him to go in without being seen.
And Arc Warden finally starting to feel like a real hero. He's going to have static charge out of that Mjolnir soon.
Oh, he's dishing out a lot of damage right now, Gary.
I still can't believe he's not died. Every time I look at him, 603. It feels like he's died 3 times, but he's managed to
Yeah,
get
it's
away.
not. And look at his positioning right now, in the trees, letting the illusion clear top lane, waiting for the information as to where Infinity are on the map. The lanes are pushing into Infinity, so they're gonna lose the support position 5, but they're gonna be okay with that. Unless Infinity get Roshan off of this, which is kind of hard. Dusa doesn't do a lot of Rosh damage.
It seems like they're fine with it. Like HFN just boosts the travel TPs back down to bottom into the triangle. Ocean Heart still on the Arc Warden. What neutrals have we got there for the Dire team then? What? Oh, we've got Grove Bow. Oh, there it is. Okay, fair enough. I was wondering what's it doing with that Ocean Heart? Mech done on Matthew, so even more sustain and ways to keep HFN alive.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
we're gonna have a pipe pretty soon, I believe, on Tide. Does he have it being delivered? Yeah, there we go. Pipe done on Tide. Halberd coming out next, so even more ways to deal with the Medusa.
is under attack.
And Infinity
be a
so
while
very
before he
reliant
gets
on this
there.
Sand King Kunkka. All of their team fight is about catching that Winter Wyvern, isn't it?
Dire's top tower.
It's pretty much catch Winter Wyvern or lose the fight.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, and the next assassin too. Next Sanking, that's who they're looking for. I mean, it's kind of nice to get the Spike Carapace off the Splinter Blast. Just stand with someone or nearby someone who's gonna get Splinter Blasted, or a creep wave or something. That's what probably they're looking for. I feel like NoPing's biggest advantage, Gary, in this game is they're so good at split pushing and getting the creep waves get into Infinity that Infinity are having a hard time finding the angles of attack. Like they always constantly have to kill the creeps running in, or else it just exposes where they are on the map.
And I guess it's even more profound when you've got a Medusa on your team. Like 20 minutes in, Medusa wants to be waddling towards objectives, planting herself in front of a tier 1 or a tier 2.
Yeah.
And then the rest of your team wants to play from fog. And they've got 4 pretty good heroes to do that. Play from the tree line, jump in and catch when they get the information. But I think you're right. They just don't have that opportunity. Medusa can't move forward when she's always slithering back to clear out these creep waves.
And you're also playing against Arc Warden, who just boots a traveling onto the opposing lane that you're in, and just getting that thing out faster than everybody else on Infinity. So you have your window of attack is like 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds at best, before you have to react to Arc Warden's pressure on the map. This is why I was thinking Infinity needed like a Void Spirit, so the hero can just go in, instantly burst someone, get out, and like catch the other person on the other side. Like this Kunkka is just not working out for them. Like he's done good things, he's casted good spells, he's played well, but it's just not fitting their draft at the moment.
So he's playing his role well. It's just not the role that they particularly needed.
Yeah.
I guess now also they become super reliant on like an individual ward, like one bit of vision, a tinker ward or something, or a deep lane ward, because they've got some unusual observers right now as the Radiant, just to try and catch those glimpses of heroes whenever they can. This smoke from NoPing though, with Ravage ready, Oscar, Dark Margot, with the two supports behind them, feels like they want to go and traverse across towards the Radiant Triangle.
Right, we're good to go again. This Roshan fight, this is what everybody's looking at now. So NoPing with the instant smoke and Moonlight.
Yeah, because you were saying that Infinity can't really like sneak a Rosh or go in there of their own accord, right?
They don't got that
this
burst
is-
for the Roshan here.
This is NoPing trying to force the issue around it and say, hey, if you're not going to go for it, we're going to force you to fight here and do it ourselves. Courier flying across from the secret shop, delivering Skadi to Dusa. And it looks like Infinity have got a pretty decent idea that something's amiss. Something's not quite right on this map. We don't see anybody on any of the lanes, on any of our observer wards until now, where NoPing show near that Roshan ward.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on
They get some vision down of their own. But while this is all happening, Infinity very clumped and gathered up together, not really farming too efficiently. And HFN gets to clear out both of the side lanes.
I would say though, NoPing are also not farming as much either. Because look at the Tidehunter and the Tiny. Like
Yeah,
Tiny is starting to fall really far behind. Even though he's 8-3 and 3, doesn't have a lot of last hits.
HFN? That's HFN.
Oh, they got it!
It's his clone out, but that's the real one. He's
So
dead. PP and Pamplona, find him and the clone.
Let's get the... They are coming in with all their heroes.
Good
They're gonna lose
curse.
everyone here.
Oh, they sure are. I mean, they don't even need to Ravage for this. It's just a tiny combo. Arzen under the dust dies.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
they got
hang on
the
a
kill.
second.
What
They
is
kill
it?
the Nyx on the other side of the map, and they lose Pamplona, PP, and Arzen. Is that a 4-for-1?
Yep, it was a 4-for-1, but the network lead is still only 1,000 because the Deuce is still hitting creeps, Gary. There's not much change in the game, even though you did lose your Archord. And the thing is, they could have just ran away after killing the Archord. You gotta realize that this is an HFN team. The enemy is always gonna react every time you touch him. You touch him, you're gonna have like 4 people TPing in. So just get the hell out of there. They got too greedy, sticking around for the creeps. Kuka and Sanking just dying to that curse. But it could have been so good for them, Gary.
Yeah, it could have been.
It could have been.
And maybe if the Medusa was a little closer by, you know, could have had that Stone Gaze play around it. But we still have the Ravage on NoPing, and that's probably another big defining factor here of who's in control of the map and who's going to make that next move. Moonlight Shadow, Ravage, ready to go yet again. But, oh, HFN, he's being eyed up by the Nyx Assassin. Gets away with the Moonlight, and immediate TP from Pandaboo as well to make damn sure that Arc Warden doesn't get touched.
Radiant are
Yeah, now they're a bit more aware that Infinity are looking for HFN and don't mind sneaking in kills. They also
they know
realize
the
that
Nyx
Infinity are
Assassin.
not looking for Roshan, so they're not to play on the top side of the map as much either.
Matthew has a gem. He was leaping around looking for the Nyx. He literally just did like a full lap around the triangle to try and figure out where he was.
I will say
Now they've
though,
got that.
Sexy Yogi on this position 5 Nyx, I think he's done a good enough job. Like, I kind of expect him to have 10 deaths by now. He's only starting on
Great
6.
arrow. That's a
Yeah.
great jump from Dark Margot
Really
too.
good.
Radiant
Echo Saber destroys Arzen, and Sexy Yogi after an arrow landed.
bottom tower
He's still surviving. Carapace used up, and that final little jump forward. Oh, the two-man
Nice
stun.
stun.
Oscar and Dark Margot is a hasted Tiny. He's looking to run forward, but he can't find the Nyx anymore.
That bushwhack, I think, stopped the creep that was being tossed onto the Nyx Assassin and pinned him to the tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a good little catch. That's Arc Warden now. Finally moving into BKB, and that's going to be the game-ending item, it feels
They
like.
see the Wyvern. They want the Wyvern.
Can they kill Pandaboo in time? It looks like they've got the catch, but a good ravage there from Oscar's going to try and hold them back. The cold embrace comes out. Look at the heal. Panda Boo's going to be full HP at the end of that. Sexy Yogi's still dying to that toss of the tree from Dark Margo, and PP's BKB is wearing pretty quickly. 1 sec remains on it. The next Mark Torrent just going to tickle Dark Margo, and now with Nyx dead, the potential for Roshan, it's here for NoPing. They do see a DD rune down bottom, but they're just going to walk straight into the pit regardless.
Yeah, this is a horrible situation for Infinity. Just got their high ground taken away from them, and HFN just goes straight into the Roshan pit. He's got the clones, he's got the MKB, plenty of damage, now has an Aegis. So Infinity, they were already having a hard time killing him. Oh, Burna. Hold on. If they see him, oh,
they found him. Stone Gaze, yep. We're going to try and zone NoPing away. They still have this Winter's Curse, though. If Panda Boo and Dark Margo make the jump onto Sexy Yogi, they kill the Nyx Assassin, and they're hunting for Burna. But a good bushwhack holds the tide away from the Medusa. Infinity full retreat mode as the arrow won't connect onto anybody.
Radiant's top tower is
HFN has TP bottom. I think PP, oh, he gets spotted under the ward. They're looking for him. Tiny has already TP'd. So has Matthew.
BKB
No
TP.
arrow yet, though.
Doesn't want a BKB TP. Arrow dodged away by PP. Oh, they're still chasing him though, and Arc Warden's come across to play as well. Dark Margo is looking for it, makes the jump again. PP finally with his BKB turnaround, the Sand Kick swings into action onto the Tiny. Good bait out there. I was worried for PP holding on so long, but they get a kill off the back of it.
He was in no trouble whatsoever. Dark Mago's the one who kind of jumped the gun. Like, they chased so far, thinking Infinity are not going to TP and help out their boy PP. I don't know about that one. That was a freebie by Dark Mago.
top tower is under attack.
A kind donation to Infinity's cause.
Well, they need every donation they can get. And it's definitely looked like HFN's gonna lose his clone top, but it's definitely looked like Arc Warden against Medusa. This Arc Warden's been winning out with even net worth. I guess I thought Medusa had MKB queued up a second ago. Did she finish? Oh, so she finished it and now goes into Daedalus. So I guess MKB is gonna help out against that magnetic field.
Shadows take us.
We still have 3 minutes on Aegis though, and that's free reign for the Arc Warden as Oscar spots out the Nyx. Carapace going to return a bit of that stun and damage back to Matthew. They've got reveal with a gem on the Mirana, so Sexy Yogi could get chased down into his own death. Eventually falls. Oscar, though, not done just yet. Blinks aggressively into triangle. Sees Burner and PP. Do have the X-Mark Torrent play. I mean, not even going to spend the boat just yet, but an arrow earned. Buyback from Nyx. Great three-man stun through the clone and the Arc Warden. HFN has BKB at the ready, though. He's being chain stunned, though, and that hoodwinked sharpshooter, but look at the heal. Cold Embrace brings him back up to life. Still finished off, though,
in trouble.
by
He's got BKB, though.
Yeah, he's got BKB to play around with. I think they still want to fight this with a Ravage ready. Burner's used his Stone Gaze, so NoPing, they can just sit and wait it out. Look for the second form of initiation. Tiny, Dark Margo's gone in deep. His team didn't join him. He's died again, jumping in way too far, and now Oscar's isolated. Surrounded by Infinity, HFN's on the high ground. X-Mark with a magnetic field is going to be dragged into the torrent. Burner's pushing so much damage forward, but Oscar with a Ravage gets the three of them, and HFN with a double kill. The damage comes at long last. The Arc Warden busting through the bunker of Infinity, and the Winter's Curse there onto Arzen. Should find the Sand King. Oh, he survived in the sandstorm. The Scardy Medusa too tanky to burst down. Another turnaround stun from Arzen back towards HFN. Now it's NoPing, who have got to turn on their heels and try and escape. The Medusa survived and gets a double kill of her own. Oscar slowed down. They kited and extended the fight for long enough. The buyback from Pamplona, and Oscar falling there gives a triple to Burner.
So good. And look how many levels Burner got. He's almost 25 now. You know how that fight started? It was just a dance off, and a Dark Mago blinked in for the Hoodwink, bursted him, but Hoodwink has a buyback, and he kind of put himself in a really awkward position. He has no way of getting out with his item build. And once Dark Mago died, Infinity felt like, okay, we can just keep on going. Arc Warden doesn't have Aegis anymore, and it would have been awful had it not been for the Tidehunter Ravage clipping Sanking on the edge as he casted Epicenter. If it wasn't for that, you would have been seeing Infinity right in front of NoPing's tier 3 towers right now.
They'll be gunning for it.
But they still got the
Oh,
team
man.
wipe at the end of the day. That's what matters.
Yeah, and they brought this game back to dead even, right? It was like a 6,000 net worth lead, 5.5k, down now to pretty much nothing. And that was Arc Warden with Aegis BKB, who looked like he was ready to fight. And Dark Margot, he's been caught out again. Cold Embrace is going to buy a little bit of time, but the damage just keeps on flowing. Winter Skirts, it's good on the Deucer. Nyx and Sanking still looking to hunt down Dark Margot and finish him off with the final Scardy touches, and Arc Warden forcing a fight here. He's got a BKB, but look at the Scardy go. The Medusa's damage is so substantial, HFN can't fight. Cold Embrace is there, but with no damage, they don't stand a chance. Arzen with a Burst Strike, and the Epicenter clears through the Arc Warden, and he's gone for 80 seconds. Oscar's dead. Matthew's buyback will mean absolutely nothing. Infinity have swung this game in a space of about a minute. One team fight is all it took. I mean, you called it, right? It's all about the carry versus carry.
And there it is. You know, I mean, again, another fight. Dark Mago getting caught out. Like, he's 14-6, but his items are not substantial. His net worth is not substantial. They're going for the They're going to force buybacks. They want the buybacks.
There's glyphs here on tier 4s. Yeah. Who's got buyback? Everyone apart from Arc Warden. I mean, I guess Matthew also spent his. They're still going for it. Burner, pushing the damage. Buyback on the Tide. Ravage is ready here.
They want their axe now. They're just gonna try to get their axe right here, while the Arc Warden is still dead. They want NoPing to actually fight them.
I'll see how it goes. They got the melee racks, and the tier 4s are still dropping pretty quickly. The throne is exposed. There's no glyph now. I mean, in comes Dark Margot. Slaps some pretty hard hits on to PP's Kunti, but he's got a BKB. Medusa's hitting throne. Dark Margot's about to die. The boat's going to come crashing down to Oscar, who ravages the Medusa solo. Winter Wyvern's dying to the Sanking, and your throne is dying.
God.
You can't control this Burner Medusa. You've disarmed her for a couple of seconds, but even with the magnetic field, even with the Winter Curse, they'll find PP, kill off the Kunkka. He has buyback, and he might spend it here. Burner just running forward towards the fountain, and the throne is dying. Arc Warden can't stop this from happening. The Cold Embrace, sure, it will buy time for Oscar, but you've lost Mirana. Tiny's down, and the throne is gone. The game is won. Infinity, the magnetic field. They've got to get in the bubble. Epicenter, Burrow back in, and Burner. He's trying to run from the Arc Warden, but they get the kill. Building down, game secured. Infinity win the series 2-1.
Wow, Infinity. All it took was just one play, go down the mid lane after the team wipe and get another Dark Mago kill and get another HFN kill, and the game's just over. I mean, they played so freaking well, Gary. Like, at some point, it felt like they couldn't really do anything on the map with the Arc Warden constantly split pushing, but NoPing